Hey guys, welcome on back into the channel. I am Faith, of course. This is my channel, The Divine Faith, and we are back for another energy update. Welcome on in, cardinal signs. If you are a Cancer, Libra, Aries, or Capricorn, and you have these signs on your sun, moon, or and rising, or if you have a stellium, meaning 3 or more planets in these signs I mentioned, then this energy update could be for you. It is going to be a little bit different today because I actually wanted to take a look at the past life energy, just in terms of an energetic update. So, this reading can be one that you can definitely look at over however long you want to look at it over. Okay. Um, if you are not familiar with my past life reading talent, then welcome to the dark side. I'm just kidding. So we're gonna take a look, cardinal signs, at your past life energy that is just coming through right now. Now, this could bring up finances, this could bring up relationships, this could bring up anything. Okay. Okay. We have trust and faith, and we have the Celtic. This screams religion. Screams religion. This screams spirit, could be spiritually speaking, but this, to me, I don't know, as soon as I saw this, it made me think of like Buddhism or Christianity or any of those major religions. So this could be where a lot of you cardinal energies are at right now, or you possibly are just confused about this particular energy, because this just feels like prayer to me with the trust and faith and the Celtic card. This Celtic energy takes me back to, oh, makes me think of like Irish or German, or I don't know why I want to say Yugoslavia, all those things. All right. So, even with that being said, this also feels like some sort of a coldness as well. Some of you cardinal signs, maybe you feel that you've been shunned in a way when it comes to from the church, from whatever the religion is, or it could just be from your family. If your family is very heavily into this type of church type of energy. And maybe some of you, it could just be that you are like you're being ostracized from your family, or it may seem at this particular point that maybe people are backing away from you because they feel like that you are being weird, or they just don't necessarily understand you. So some of you, really, you could be going on your own journey to really find out what religion means to you, what spirituality means to you, what God means to you, what the universe means to you, whatever. This to me seems like someone who's trying to find meaning within their life, because maybe people have told you or tried to convince you that you've lost your way because of the way that you are. And this could be where you're at. And some of you may be feeling at this point in time that you are being tested in some sort of a way to see if you're going to break, to see if you are going to fold to pressures, if you're going to fold to the bad stuff, and then you too start doing bad stuff. Okay. Some of you don't necessarily really feel that you belong in whatever group this is that you identify with, or whatever it could be. Because like I said here, Irish, I don't you where's Yugoslavia? I don't know. It has to be somewhere in Russia, maybe. Close to Russia, whatever. German, all that stuff. So maybe some of you have German ancestors, or it could just be maybe that's a culture that you feel really drawn to, and you don't necessarily know why. Some of you could be drawn to the people of these particular cultures in terms of dating, and it could be outside the norm. So that could be another thing as well. Okay. Oh, look at that. I was just talking about that, wasn't I? With the Celtic and the trust and faith, I was just talking about how some of you, maybe you've been ostracized or pushed out, or maybe we could say shunned in a way when it comes to like the church. Okay. Because with this persecution and inquisition card, this gives me someone where No matter what they say or no matter what they do, they always seem to be the fall guy. They always seem to be the scapegoat. And you may feel like that right now when it comes to a bunch of stuff. You feel that you are uh, the scapegoat of something. Always the blame is always being put on you, being accused of doing stuff that you didn't necessarily do. But on the other end, it could be some of you, you could be doing these things, but you are just smart enough to not get caught. So you could be rather sneaky. And the persecution and inquisition type of treatment that you could get, it may not be unfair like you're saying at all. Because behind closed doors, you really could be doing what they possibly are accusing you of, but you haven't got caught. So you're like, you know what, don't blame me. I ain't got caught, so I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't do such thing. Or this could be happening if you're dealing in some sort of personal relationship, or could be work, whatever, you know, being accused, always being blamed. But this also makes me think of someone passing the buck, makes me think of somebody trying to place blame on, I know, other people for their shortcomings, or it's like if somebody's trying to accuse you of cheating, whole time their ass is cheating. It could be as, it could be that bizarre, you know. Let's look at the other cards. Oh, look at that. Persecution and inquisition. Yeah. A lot of you may feel that somebody is trying to tame you. Someone is trying to, I don't know, keep you locked away, or this may be kind of like what you're doing to yourself. Some of you may possibly deal with, could be clinical depression, or you may just be going through a little bit of a time period where you are feeling a little bit depressed, and possibly because of this. Like I said, if you are being blamed for doing stuff that you're not doing, it isolates you. It feels very lonely. It maybe even feels a little bit like prison, maybe. Some of you may feel that your body is somewhat of a prison, like you don't like it. And you don't understand why you can't possibly change it like everybody else. So this could be also one of your issues as well. You've become too consumed with why it can't be like everybody else. I mean, some of you, it may go as far as around you, a lot of people may be going through change and all this stuff, and you're not. And so then you're going to what I was just talking about. Imprisonment or slavery. But this also could be a mind, could be a mind over matter thing. Like you, in terms of your mentality, you're keeping yourself stuck. You're keeping yourself isolated. You're keeping yourself in this prison. And some of you are like afraid to step out of your bubble, or you are possibly afraid to step out of said prison because you have this in your mind. As soon as I open my mouth or as soon as I do anything, they're going to blame me for doing something that I didn't even do. Something feels like prison to you, though. It's like maybe like a particular house, a particular, I don't know, could be like a job or something. But you're feeling very trapped. Imprisonment or slavery. Okay. Some of you, it's your family. Family expectations, which I kind of was talking about that before. Okay. The hang. Oh, it's so weird. It just says some of you deal with clinical depression, or there's something tied to depression that I was picking up. Okay, we have Pisces energy, so maybe some of you felt trapped, maybe even felt like your life was ruined a little bit when it pertained to a Pisces. Now, whenever I see this definitely screams prison, like actual prison. But some of you, that could be what you're possibly worried about. Maybe you're worried about someone blaming you. You know, it's like being in the wrong place at the wrong time and then you end up being blamed. Some of you, that could actually be a past life situation that you unfortunately had to be a witness to, being blamed for doing something. Oh, some of you, it is your job. Okay. I was wondering where the place is at. So we have 12th house or we have 8th house places. Okay. We have this energy here of death. I mean, some of you cardinal energies, you're possibly getting a little bit dark because there is somebody who possibly keeps treating you like this, and you kind of just want the universe to do away with this person, whichever way they see fit. I know, you know. Eight of Pentacles is all about work. It's all about effort. Okay. It makes me think of like common ground. There's a commonality there with this Eight of Pentacles, but that ain't happening. This feels like a lockdown tied to a company, so I hopefully that's not coming, but it does feel like that. Like a company gets locked down there and there's like people inside, but yeah, this took a turn, didn't it? Okay. Some of you really just need to work on your mental state, your mentality, because you're keeping yourself stuck here because you don't know how to let go of things. It eats and eats and eats away at you. Some of you may feel that you don't really have anything in common, possibly with a person, place, thing, or idea. Like it's no longer a fit. And you want to get out, but you don't necessarily know how to get out. Well, it's kind of coming through for some of you cardinal signs. There's like this karmic energy surrounding you when it pertains to hard work. Like you don't necessarily really know what hard work means. So there may even come a time in your life where you may have to be in this particular type of energy. I'm not saying everyone, but that feels like it's something. Yeah, look at that. The Seven of Pentacles is all about feeling like you are working more for less. It's not going to last forever, but some of you may be in that particular energy right now. Or, like I said, this is a lesson that you're going to have to possibly learn in your life before 40 or possibly before 42. For some, if you're not at that age. Okay. If you're past that age, then we should be past this energy, to be honest with you. And some of you are trying to or about to make some sort of big decision when it pertains to your job, meaning you could quit. Some of you may not show up, some of you may show up and walk out because you just don't want to deal, you know. Look at that. I've been talking about it. The orphan, the transportation, you want to run away. Vows. Okay, so supposed to move somewhere. But this transportation and vows could be maybe the lesson here is to learn how to keep moving. Some of you could be traveling somewhere alone soon, and that is your fear. Because some, maybe you've always been surrounded by people, and so now you're like going on this journey where it's just you and you don't necessarily know what to do. It's scary. Some of you may be in that particular journey right now, but this is a part of the vow that you made. Remember, I said some of you don't know what the hell hard work means? That just goes aligned with why you've made some sort of a vow in a way to possibly be on your own, be somewhere on your own, because in the past life you were always surrounded by people, things, not really having to do much, people possibly catering you, and etc., etc. So now you have to learn what the other side is like. It doesn't mean that it has to be detrimental or anything like that. It's just a lesson. Okay, let's clarify the vows. What is the vow? Clarify the vow. Oh, see, I said it. Travel. 8 of Wands. Travel. Okay. Some of you have a lot of very short-lived relationships, short-lived encounters. Um, Again, this is part of your past life because it feels like for some, not all, it feels like for some, you were used to people always like fawning over you, not really having to even work that hard when it pertained to connections, where they just like fall in love or they just want to do everything for you. They don't even care if you pay attention to them or not. That was some of you guys' past life. And so now it's like the complete opposite, or it may feel like that. Maybe that's why he came back as a cardinal sign because, action, putting in the work because all the cardinal signs are on angles 1, 4, 7, 10. Got to put in the work. The Magician in reverse. Somebody lied. Oh, some of you, it feels like that you are possibly about to uproot or move to be with somebody in another place, but this person is lying about something. They've possibly made a vow that they're going to marry you or they're going to do this. Or some of you, you may not even really be moving. It could just be the situation that you're dealing with someone. They made a vow or a promise to you that, oh, I'm going to marry you, da 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 da. And then look at you. You're over here sitting alone. You've possibly uprooted a lot of your life, whatever it is, to make this work. And it ain't working. Vows, authority figures, angels. Yes, that kind of makes sense what I just said. Some of you in your past life, a lot of people were fawning over you, could have been popular or whatever it is, and now it's just something else is going on. But that may kind of feel like what's going on right now. Right now, you're in a state of loneliness, dreading sometimes to, like, you know, continue with the day. Vows, authority. Oh, okay, some of you cardinal signs, in my opinion, again, I think I've talked about this in tarot readings before. This feels like that this loneliness is coming from a place where either you've asked the universe for something that is really big, maybe popularity, fame, whatever it is, but a part of this path is loneliness. Because it feels like yeah, it feels like something is going to come to pass for you, but in the end, you may start to feel like, what a waste. Energetically, this was not a good idea. And some of you guys, there's a relationship that's holding you back. This person, it's almost like this person is holding you back from fulfilling your true potential because they know what it is. I mean, the vows with the authority figures and the angels, to me, is very powerful energy. So this person is like holding you back. Some of you have to stop giving up your life so much when it comes to these knucklehead people that you're in a relationship with. Clarify the authority figures. Some of you guys, your ancestors were actually authority figures. Yeah, look at that. Hierophant. Yeah, I see. Careful what you wish for. Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, I said it. They're not going to marry you. Being honest. But there's going to be like some sort of company or let's take it back this way. It may not necessarily be that this person is not going to marry you. They are not going to stay. So divorce is possibly very likely. Okay? Even though some of you want to be back kind of like in the same energy you were in your past life where you want to be taken care of. And I don't know about that, Jack. Yeah, see? Empress card in reverse, a Hierophant in reverse. But this also could represent whoever this person is that you're dealing with right now that you possibly want to get married to. I think the universe is not allowing this to happen because it's not supposed to happen, and you possibly keep pushing and you're about to take a leap. And I feel like this leap is a big regret. Okay? There is persecution or imprisonment, whatever, tied to this particular connection. That's why it's not working. And you're not heeding to the warning. You're not listening. Nine of Wands, the Strength card in reverse. Yeah. Whoever this, yeah, it just seems like it just doesn't feel like it's gonna work out, in my opinion. Would like it to, and one of you could definitely be all in on this particular connection, but this is the trust, disappointment. But I say someone imprisoning you, which could be, don't make me say the word. So yeah, you got a lot going on. I feel like psychologically speaking right now, but some of you need to focus on fixing the relationship with your mother or focus on fixing the relationship with a child. Okay? It's almost like some of you, there's like this wish that you want to fulfill before you pass away or something like that. Yep, I just said there's the knighthood guy. He's the sacrifice card in this deck. And we have the father. Some of you are close to your father, or your father definitely played a significant role in your life and he may no longer be here. And, you miss him. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with missing him. Yes. Something brand spanking new is about to come up that you've never done before, but you can do it. But with this possibly comes some sort of notoriety or something like that. But also with it comes loneliness. Some of you definitely have to get rid of somebody you're in a relationship with. But anyway, so this is your past life energy update where we're at currently. I hope you guys liked it, and I'll see you later.